flip his card?
His card will tell us.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we'll get it.
It's a short game because if we run out of our deck, we lose.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. My name is the Brandt.
I'm Bryan.
You sure?
I think so. I wasn't sure if we were going in
I
turn
know.
order.
You didn't look sure about your name. And I'm Larry.
And we are here live at the Portal in Manchester, Connecticut. And I'm very excited to be streaming live from here. And we're going to play a little Marvel. I never know how to say this. I just want to say X-Men United. But it's Marvel United, X-Men. It's not an expansion. It's a standalone expansion. So who knows how to say it. We're going to play X-Men. So I'm going to be Beast. And that's it. It's just Beast, and they're going to watch me play.
I'm going to be Weapon X, which is Wolverine, pre-X-Men.
Nice.
And I'll be Nightcrawler.
Awesome. And we are going to fight the notorious Magneto is going to be who we're going to be fighting here. So that's what we're going to do. We have a rules teach and gameplay that Larry and I did, what do you want to say, 18 months ago?
I was going to say a year and a half. So yeah.
You could go there. Bryan hasn't played. We gave him the quick rundown of the game. It's pretty straightforward. But, yeah, this is like the newer version of this and, all those kind of things. So we're just going to start playing the game and get through it. Bear with us. This is our third stream of the day. We've had some technical difficulties, and I know I'm feeling a little bit of the tiredness, although I enjoy playing live on stream. It's pretty fun. So we're going to focus here on playing the game, but like I said, if you're trying to learn how to play the game, you can go back to that one, and I did a full rules teach there, and I'll obviously help Bryan out. I may need to go back and reference. We had about, 20 minutes between the live stream and this that we just did, so I was trying to read the rule book to make sure I remember.
And for people's benefit, this is we're playing a base game, which
there's a lot.
They've added a lot of expansions, and people can play the villain, and there's a lot of cool. I think what they're going to see is a very simple version, so
in a good way,
which is fun, right?
In a good way. Awesome. All right. So we got everything here.
And I would say I would go first, but I think Magneto goes first.
Oh yeah. So the villain goes first, which I think is the only mistake we made.
At the start of each villain turn, add a civilian. Oh, well, let's just read real quick. At the start of each villain turn, add a civilian in the location opposite Magneto's. His BAM effect is add a thug and deal 1 damage to each hero in his location. Each hero in this and adjacent locations must discard 1 action token if they have any.
Yeah.
His overflow is if you can't fill in at a location, turn all your civilians into thugs in that location and adjacent locations. And the plot where we lose is the heroes lose if at any moment there are no civilians out in locations, which is interesting because usually there's a rescue civilians plot here. But for Magneto's special rule is you replace that with, use Cerebro, which is going to look for, I believe, these tokens.
Do we have to do that in a specific spot?
Nope, that's just...
We just spend the tokens?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And we have these tokens? They're there next to Bryan?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
Perfect.
Bryan's going to... I mean, I'm assuming that with Cerebro. You can double check, but it didn't...
I will double check so we don't
say...
mess it up. All right.
Special mission, use Cerebro.
You have to use them in the same turn. So you have to do a heroic and a move in the same turn.
Oh, but you can do it anywhere, but you have to fill it with 2.
Yep.
Okay.
You can't just do one or the other.
You got it. All right, so Magneto goes first. Magneto's going to move 3 spaces this way. So he's going to come to our location. There's no BAM effect, so he doesn't do that.
Luckily.
That was Adam. Okay.
And then he is going to add a henchman to his space and the adjacent spaces. One goes here. And then what does this say here?
As long as Magneto is in this or adjacent location, he can't be damaged.
Okay.
And for people's reference, we can't damage him until we clear 2.
Yep, we got to clear
threats.
2 of those. All right, when we draw 3 cards to start, which I think we both did. All right, Larry's going first, so we're all going to play a card, and then Magneto will go again. And that's because it's a 3-player.
Play my Weapon X, which is healing factor, as long as this card is face up in the storyline. I can ignore 1 damage each villain turn, and if I do, my next hero card must be played randomly. So all I have is a heroic action I could do. Bryan, if you give me a token, I will place it here on this force field to start clearing this threat.
Here, I say this. Hold on, sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
And while Bryan takes that call, I just want to say, I know we're going to do it off stream. I've not played this game a lot, and I've invested, as you can see, a great deal in the first one and the second
As
one.
I can see, they can't see it.
Yeah, no, I meant as you can see. So I'm excited to try like the Thanos one with the Gauntlet, the Apocalypse one, the Days of Future Past with the Sentinels. There's a bunch of different. I don't want to say.
I don't think I ever played Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right, there's a Guardians of
And
the
I have to
Galaxy
do that.
one. Yeah, there's a lot of fun here to be had that I want. I did play Sinister Six once. I don't know
Did
if it
you
was
draw
with
a
you.
card at the start of your turn?
Nope. Is it start or end of turn?
We played Sinister Six. That's the one we played on stream.
Oh, did we play with? Okay, so
yeah,
we didn't really
yeah.
play a basic one then, because Sinister Six had the.
Did we play both? Did we do the basic?
Because I feel like I remember the first thing we did was play Red Skull, right? Which was pretty.
Yeah, it seems like we would have done basic, but maybe you convinced me to do expansions and all sorts of other things.
Maybe.
Fine. Oh, nice. We can't eat until Brian's got our food. We can't eat until we finish this game, so I have to go quickly. Oh man, I can't read that chat.
And you are up, Brian. So
Made it
basically,
just in time. Hey, Chris.
so Brian, whatever you play, you will have what's on your card, and then you'll have the heroic for mine.
Let's do that. Okay, so I do those tokens now.
So now you could use a fist to punch one of these thugs.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you could put a
And then do
doohickey
that. And
there.
I must move. When is my effect? Mine is I must move to any other location.
You can do that in any
Before or
order.
after I do the tokens?
Yeah.
Okay, but it would make sense to do that.
Yeah,
knock
just
that
to
out.
keep that from.
And then go, let's see, does it matter? It's just trying to
this
mitigate
isn't-
stuff.
Yeah, it's not bad
Okay.
to.
Do I read?
You draw at the
refill?
beginning.
You draw at the
Okay.
beginning of your turn, so you have
Okay.
an extra one.
So you should have 3 in your hand.
Oh, I draw. Okay, I see.
You
what you're
draw, and then
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is draw. All right, what are we? Oh, sorry. Where's the thug that you defeated? In
saying.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we go here. We defeat 9 of them, then we win. So yeah. So sorry, Brian. We didn't say it. The punches get rid of the thugs, and the heroic actions can help get the civilians.
What are the heroic ones?
They're the stars.
Stars.
Oh, okay.
But in this game, we don't.
We don't
rescue
need to
civilians,
do that. So just.
But
be-
notice 2 of his are 4 heroic
Yeah.
actions each, and plus Cerebro has 3.
So I think I do this,
Oh, that's awesome.
and I do 2 heroic, right?
Yeah, which will clear this.
And then I punch this henchman.
Sounds good to me.
So this is now gone, and then at the end of my turn, I can gain 1 or 1 token. So this is another important distinction here, Brian, is that these say gain a token, and I get to hold it. But when you play a card, that's temporary. You have to spend it that turn or lose it.
Okay.
So I don't know what I should gain, but I guess I should look at my hand. I don't have a lot of heroic, so I think I'll take a heroic token.
That's these.
Yep, sorry, a star.
The
A
yellow one. Thank
token
you.
with star. These are really nice.
So
These are
that's-
nice.
So that's 3 heroes. So now Magneto.
Did you have to
goes-
sticker these?
No.
Okay.
Did you paint them?
All right, so Magneto's going to move 1, and bam.
So that's
See, moving the same way. Yep.
Yeah, he always moves. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say that. The other one. And then his bam effect, I can't read.
So it's going to be add a thug and deal 1 damage to each hero in Magneto's location. So Brian takes a damage, which is basically lose a card. And then each hero in this and adjacent locations must discard any action tokens if they have them.
I think those are something. Oh, this.
That's that. Yep.
Does that go like the
Yeah,
discard,
the discard
is out
pile.
of the, or it's okay?
Yep. So
It's
now
basically
your
out
hand
of play,
size is
but
2,
if you had-
basically.
In case Nightcrawler has something that says go get from
But I'll
here.
draw a third.
So you
and
have a
then-
third, yeah.
But then you'll play it, so you'll always
Always.
have 2.
And then he adds a henchman here
I already did that.
with this.
Yep, with Bam.
Okay, so then he adds 1.
Oh, with that. Okay.
And what happens when he overflows?
So it says add 1. If 1 or more tokens can't be added to a location, turn all at that location to these
And an adjacent.
and an adjacent.
So all the civilians become henchmen?
Yep.
Got it.
And that's where we get in trouble because now we're down to 3.
And at the start of his turn, he should have added 1 here, correct?
Opposite. Is it opposite from where he starts?
Probably.
So it should go there.
Wait, what?
It
He
was-
started,
started
here.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, what? I thought you meant where he started the game. I was like,
And
that's
then Larry goes.
Yeah. So
Does
Brian,
he go off of that one now, or no? It
Yeah.
doesn't.
yes,
I go off
Larry
of that.
triggers off of this one. So it's weird because it's a 3-player game, so it feels like we all play one card. But even in like a 6-player game, 3 cards would get played, which is where it scales nicely. You can play at any player count. And solo, there's multiple modes now, but you can either play one hero and play cards, or you can shuffle together multiple decks and have multiple heroes.
All right, let's continue branch. Oh wait, let me draw first. Okay, let me continue branch trend. So I have 4 of anything I want to do.
That was my trend.
Well, now Brian will be able to have 2 of any. So I'm gonna. Oh God, I think at this point, I'm gonna not worry about Cerebro because I think we're gonna wind up clearing threats and defeating thugs. I'll do 1 punch here
How do you move?
with the movement.
You have to spend a movement action,
Right.
Oh, that's the green. Okay.
and you can move any direction.
But we have 4.
You have
I have
4
4
things,
wilds,
yeah.
so I did 1. I'll spend a wild as a move to get here, and I'll spend 2 more punches. And I'll pass turn to you.
All right. So if I do, so I'll draw a card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And he's likely. Is there ever a move 0?
So he's going to
The
go
villains
here,
are
you're
all
saying?
different.
Right. He's likely to get to one of these locations, so clearing those might be as important as clearing these. Maybe. I don't know.
I can do that.
You continuing my trend?
Yeah. So I could spend 1, go there, spend another 1 to do this.
Yep.
And then
When
is
do
it
these
worth-
guys trigger? Oh, it's on BAM. So
I
just
think if
be
he lands
aware.
there
If
and
I'm there.
bams,
So no. So if
If
his
I'm-
card says BAM, and
any
you're here,
villain where you are. Okay.
right? So you'll get. So you might.
Okay. So not go there, you're saying. Or move away. When do you get, who gets this? If you're that,
Yeah,
at
if
that
you're
location?
there,
Is a move go anywhere?
yeah. No, it's 1 at a time.
Okay. So I could just move. Is it clockwise always?
can move anywhere.
Either
You can
way,
move any
did you say?
direction.
Okay.
Am I right about the BAM? Does he have to land there with a BAM,
nope.
or is
It's
it?
just bam effects trigger him first, then threats.
But this
Threats
only.
going from his space clockwise
Right.
around the board.
So I could just go back there and then do that space to gain a token.
Yep.
Okay.
How much health does he have?
5. I think they're all 4 except he's 5.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out I could punch one of him out. Is this doing anything to us?
No, it's just if he's any of these 3 spots, he can't be injured.
Okay.
What happens if we've cleared those? Is that
It's-
a win?
It's just it's gonna, and these would slide down, and that's
Oh, okay.
unlocked where he does that.
Yeah, they're not specific to the things above them. It's just
We
where the
don't
first
have to
one
do-
goes. We can do them in any order.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are like 3 objectives to do.
Yeah. You have to do 2 before you can fight Magneto, before you can damage him.
Do we have a way to add civilians? We don't.
Magneto.
Yeah,
It's just interesting because if he lands here, right,
we're fine.
he would flip
No, it only flips
if they overflow.
if they overflow.
I guess, should I go here and punch the blob 3 times?
Sure.
Start dealing with him? Get rid of it? Because it looks like we're going to do these 2, and we've got a ton of henchmen, right?
Yep.
All right. So I will do move and then punch, punch, punch.
And now you'll do Magneto.
Slightly closer. All right. So now Magneto's going to go. He's going to move 2. He's going to bam, which
Hold on.
adds... Oh, yeah, thank you. Bam adds a henchman to his location. Right? And then deals a damage.
Yeah.
And then what happens in adjacent locations?
Just if there was a hero there, they discard a. There's none, so we're
Okay.
good.
The action tokens. Then he's going... Then that bam effect triggers where he is.
Which is
Oh,
nothing.
mine triggers, right? So I have to discard a civilian from this location and deal 1 damage to me.
We lose.
Why?
Oh, is he not adding? Is he adding other henchmen?
Yeah, we're gonna lose
Okay.
Wait, what was the loss condition?
if there's no civilians.
Because this will overflow and those will flip. This will flip.
Wow.
He's all, yeah. This is a weird one, huh? It's not like
Yeah.
anyone we've played before.
So we're going to discard 1 from here, deal a damage, and give a crisis to 1 hero in this location. So I will take that damage. And then he's going to add henchmen to all those locations.
That overflows, right?
And when that one overflows, he flips
This
those
flips
and these, and we
those.
lose.
Yeah.
All right.
Reset.
Well, you were hungry.
Yeah, that's true.
That's interesting. I wonder with
Are
the
we
way.
understanding it wrong?
No, you know what it is? I bet you we should rush to clear 1. Usually you don't like doing that because he's acting
To
every
add
2 cards, but he'll be
civilians.
adding civilians more often if we clear 1 quick.
Oh.
Usually you don't clear 1 quick, but I'm wondering, you know what I mean? Like I wonder if that was the fatal flaw for us.
We are
there.
trying again.
I'm fine with doing that.
Are you
if
fine with
are.
that, Brian? Even though
Yeah.
there's food? That seems too short.
Hey, it's good for people to see that the game's not necessarily an easy win.
I mean, not when you're playing, right?
I'm terrible. We start at the hangar bay, you said?
Yeah, I mean, he can start anywhere. There's no way for us to add civilians. Do we just have to keep locations from overflowing?
Yeah.
Okay, and where did this card go? Oh, actually, no. That's me.
I love it. I won't go first this time because I stunk last time.
So we'll make Magneto go first, and then you go second.
Did someone... Oh, never mind. Fair point.
Are you accuse us of something?
Thought someone took my starting hand
All right, so it's a really easy game, so we're going to play a second time. It's really fast.
because we just got smoked.
All right, so first card is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to jump over us to there. He's going to bam there. Does he only bam if there's a person
Did you
there?
add the civilian to start?
Of course I did.
Okay.
All right, so he will go there. Yeah, I mean, one thing we could do is know what his movement is in his deck.
Yeah, I'm sure it's 1 through 4.
And there's probably not a 0, so we
His BAM always happens, you're saying?
I think so.
Or do you think if...
If
Or do
he's
you
not,
think if he has
Activate
to
on the detail villain. Yep.
not activate if he landed where someone else is?
the other ones are
He doesn't have to
conditional-
land with the blob.
Nope.
The other ones are conditional on a hero being there? Is that what it is? These other ones? Or is that if he's there? I forget what you said.
Oh, I thought it was if a hero's there, but it's a good point. Activate the BAM effect, and then any BAM effects shown on threat cards, starting with the threat card in the villain's location and proceeding clockwise.
Well, if that's the case, we're going to lose this guy.
Right. Boy, I really thought it was where you are.
We got to kill blob quick and Quicksilver quick.
Yeah, that
Because
doesn't
those two
sound
only
right to me.
because those only affect heroes in their location. These two affect us wherever we are.
If there's a threat card with the target, then it triggers. If the card shows the symbol, activate the BAM effect detailed on the villain dashboard and then any BAM effects shown on threat cards, starting with the threat card in the villain's location and proceeding clockwise.
Yeah, so you do them all. All
Yeah.
right, so we got to take a damage and we got to discard that. So that gets discarded.
Okay. But did we do all these ones? They don't do anything?
This one's going to deal a damage to us. The hero with the most cards in hand.
Oh, okay.
Multiple heroes are tied. We choose.
Shoot. Oh, okay.
I'll take it because I'll put my healing factor down and I won't take it again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll keep taking it, but not take it. If that makes sense.
Got it.
Want me to?
This one doesn't do anything?
It's only in that and adjacent locations, and that's in this location. So we got to be careful of landing here and here for his BAM effect.
Man. All right, then he's going to add 3 henchmen.
And this one's already ready to overflow. Oh my God.
All right, who's first? Me?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
I got really bad cards.
I could go first. No, you can. You already drew, right?
Yeah.
So we're good.
So we're thinking we want to get rid of him, huh? But I drew no punches.
What's he doing? He's
And I drew no movement. Well, maybe I'll draw.
he
movement.
destroys one from that location.
Yeah. Which, so like if Magneto moves, so like Quicksilver is probably more important than Blob right now, but actually what's more important is clearing some stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he doesn't move 0, then we're okay there, right?
Well, one,
If he moves
and
one,
then
we're
he
still
does
screwed.
all 3.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it seems like he shouldn't be adding these as well as this, right? Like, yeah, I got nothing. I've got move and a star.
That sounds. Or do you have 2 of the other one or no?
I got no 2s.
We'll do move and star, I guess, right?
Sure.
All right, and it lets me draw until I have 3 cards in my hand.
So you should have taken the hit. Or what's your thing?
I just drew it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
So where am I moving and starring? There? Because it does nothing here. Am I clearing a civilian so that doesn't overflow?
No. We need to keep the civilians, right?
I don't think it's
I mean,
bad.
I'm going to come there and kill all 3 thugs.
Okay.
All right, then I'll put a star down here.
Yeah, I think putting a star down makes sense. I mean, we only have 6 civilians to start the game, or 5. 6, but he already got rid of one, or whatever it is, so
So
I get to draw. I'll use
the move.
My move.
your move. I'll put a star from your card. And then my adamantium claws will go to town on these schmucks.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, sorry.
I'm good.
All right. So I will go. Where else are we trying to go? Somewhere.
I mean, he's going to move this way and potentially add here, so if you can get to Quicksilver,
Yeah.
but it's going to be
But
hard.
then I'm going to take heroes in this and
Yeah, and you're going to need 2 move, and you're only going to get 1 punch from me, so you're better off just
What?
doing something else.
No, I can go there.
Oh, you can move anywhere and do
Yeah.
2 punches? All right, that's pretty cool.
So I'll do that, and probably
one on
one and one.
That makes sense. And then Magneto's going to go, so we're going to add 1 civilian up there. So we got to add a civilian. He was here, so we add a civilian here. He bams there, which bam is add 1 and deal with damage. Luckily, there's no one there to get damaged.
But it's also adjacent, right? Oh, no.
No discard action tokens, which
Okay.
we don't have. And then he adds 1 here, here,
And he just added 1 here?
and there.
All right.
And then, hang on, bam, Quicksilver.
So it's one of us.
Yeah.
I'll do it, and I'll ignore it.
Why? You can't.
Oh, it's most cards in hand. Darn.
I'll get rid of this one. I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
And then this does nothing because there aren't any there.
Yep.
Okay.
So then you're
Back
up.
to me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, not done. Sorry. Heroes and adjacent
Oh, right.
locations reveal 1 random card from their hand for every fist. None. Good. It would have been discard.
Something that doesn't exist.
That's not there. Yeah, so it didn't matter, but at least
Yeah.
we played through it. Because I would have forgotten.
Okay. So I got a punch and a wild. So I have to move to punch and just go here
Makes sense.
to get rid of a thug.
Yeah.
All right.
Done. I go, I draw a card. You gave me a wild.
It suggests that we start with Sabretooth.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I'll go, there.
I imagine people are watching and they're like, "Oh, they started with Magneto."
I'll move and I'll get rid of him
Nice.
because I don't want to deal with him. We get this off.
What does that do?
Oh wow!
You can punch somebody,
I will.
but then you'd be down to 1 card.
Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't.
You can discard a card to do 2 punches, though. Is that what it is?
To
To
gain
gain
two
the
punch
tokens, but you don't get the card back. I thought you might have got the card back, but you don't. So,
So you'd have to have a healing card in your hand, right?
So I'm not. Yeah, I'm not
So
going to do that.
You're done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where are we worried about? Probably a couple spots.
Just the troublesome ones.
If he moves 1, both of those will pop.
And there's no move 0.
There is in Red Skull, but I don't know what's in there.
I'm not going to look at his next card. And I can show. There is move 0s. 0s to whatever. I'll shuffle these and keep this on top so we didn't affect the outcome.
What's her thing? Each must take a random card from their hand. Okay.
Man.
It's not easy.
And there 4. I guess I just need to start going to the X jet, right? So if I go there, do 1, 2.
And hope he moves 0 or 2 and not 1. Because if he moves 1,
0's good?
I guess 0's not good. 2's good.
All right.
All right, he's moving. This is Brian's fault. Moves to Brian's space. Oh, first he adds 1 here. And if this overflows with civilians, right?
No, if it overflows, you flip them all. So we got to kill this one thing. But eventually, if there's all
This one's going to
civilians-
overflow.
This game is brutal.
So he's going there. He's bamming, which also deals you a dam. What does it do?
Is he bamming?
Does he bam first, and then everything else bams?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's doing the damage to you.
So I get rid of something.
Does that deal a damage?
Yep. Then she's going to deal a damage to him because he's going to take a random card from the hand and remove her from the game.
And this, he's gone, and he does nothing unless we're there or adjacent.
Or adjacent. So Brian's got to take both of us got to take a random card from our hand. And if I have a punch symbol, it doesn't matter for me. I didn't have a punch symbol.
Okay. And then he's adding henchmen.
Yeah.
So that overflows,
So this flips.
and these flip.
Yep.
And then he adds 1 here.
He
So
can't.
those flip, that flips, that flips, and then he adds 1 here.
Yeah.
All right.
And now we get to go.
If I run out of cards in hand,
We lose.
we lose. Okay.
'Cause that's-
No, isn't it when you run out of cards in your deck? I'll check it out.
Yeah, I thought it was once you've taken 3 damage.
Is discard versus remove from game different?
I don't technically think so because you never shuffle your. Maybe there's new characters that look in their discard pile, but
I don't really know what to do, but I can punch, move, punch. Punching here? Or is it bad to be in his space? I guess that's what I gotta do, right? Done. When you take damage, the card goes on the bottom of your deck. Oh, okay. So in this one, when you're KO'd, you lay your hero down, do the villain's BAM effect, and then next turn you stand up and draw 4 cards.
That's if you run out of cards in your hand.
KO'd if you discard the last card in your hand.
all right. So the games
sounds
we've played before, you lost if a hero got KO'd, so
Right.
that's what's confusing me. Okay, so it's less important that we worry about damage and more important that we. If that's the case, I would.
So yeah, anytime you take damage, the card goes to the bottom of
the
your
end
deck.
of my turn. Because now that I know that, it's not as big.
Yeah, I wonder if
of a
that's
deal.
different from what it was before.
He's got 4 health.
Yeah.
So I get rid of one of these. I'll move there. I'll kill him, and I'll take 1 thug off.
This card goes. Ooh, this card goes away.
Yeah.
Did I discard a thug into the pot?
Oh, look at that! End of my turn, you may deal
And this
1.
guy goes there, right?
Yeah. The end of my turn, I may deal 1. I guess it makes sense to do that right now to get more. He'll go more, but he'll be putting things down. Where would we like me? Should I deal 1 there?
I think so.
And
So this
that'll
clears.
and the villain will act.
Does that
after.
mean he'll go?
Yes.
Magneto will go before me?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't really want you to have a turn. He's going.
Yeah, which means he's adding a civilian here, though, which is helpful. We actually need the civilians more spread out.
All right, he's moving 2.
Great, he's going here.
Then he is giving each of us a crisis token. Then we take damage equal to the number of crisis tokens.
So I'm going to get knocked out.
Me too.
All right, so you both lay down.
Yep.
He triggers this, which first he would add a henchman, because that's when you died, right?
Wait, what? What are you doing?
So you added this one?
Yep.
So that doesn't happen yet, because he does this first.
Okay.
You died. So he triggers his BAM effect, which is add 1 here.
Wait, he triggers BAM when someone dies?
Yeah,
Oh, that's...
I thought when we stand up, or is it when we die?
when you die.
Oh, that's...
So it happens twice?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to add 1, and then what does
So-
this do? I just can't read that far.
So we're going to lose, though.
So we lose the game.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Because he's going to flip all of these and flip all of these because of the BAM effect.
Man. All right.
Oh, no, wait. Wait, if 1 or more tokens can't be added to a turn, all in that location and in both adjacent locations. Yeah. Whew. Wow, he is hard.
So next time we'll have to play.
Wow.
There's your intro, Brian. 2 losses in 5 minutes.
Wow.
People like this game?
I have never, but just so we're clear, I've never lost at this game ever. 5, 6 times I've
You haven't
played
lost twice in a row, quickly?
it. I mean, I've never lost, period. Like when I taught it to Chris and Silas, and then we
You wouldn't say
didn't
like in the
lose.
last 5 minutes you lost?
But have you won?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant prior to. Wow, that was.
All right, well, if anybody has any tips or if we did anything wrong because we misunderstood it, you can put that down below. But yeah, we'll try to. I hate saying we'll stream something again because there's so many games to play and stream, but we'll definitely play it again. I'll have to see. So.
I think we're going to play it here again in a different scenario.
But hopefully that'll give you a good idea. Maybe we didn't realize that Magneto's considered like one of the harder ones, and you know what I mean?
Could
We
be.
didn't realize something.
But I wonder, like, did we miss something with this supervillain? Because he's a supervillain, are we supposed to start with those tokens?
From what I saw, I didn't read the supervillain section. That was if you play in the mode where the
One of
villain
us
is
plays
a
as him?
player.
Okay.
So, but I'll double check and we'll have to see. So,
Because he was hard.
all right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully, you have some tips for us or whichever. Oh, there we go.
Hopefully you enjoyed us getting our butts kicked.
Got to see it twice and get to see the Marvel ones, and yeah, then people can come on and be like, "Oh, you got to do this or play that or whatever." So, who knows? We didn't get a lot of chance to react. So. All right. Thanks everybody. Until next time on the Brandt.
I'm Bryan.
Larry. And
How
we
you
hope...
don't do it.
I know.
I thought you did it on purpose.
I know I didn't.
We hope
I'm
you,
actually very hungry, so I'm like thinking about my food. What did you say?
We hope you.
Step
Into
the portal. I know we were supposed to do it at once. God, we got to rehearse this.